Okay, welcome back to episode 2 of the High Five Dads Club. You can call this episode 2. Episode 1 was like a rough cut of me and Gigi, my daughter, just kind of goofing around talking on a late night episode, but we kind of like how it turned out, so we agreed to post it.
No, you agreed to post it.
Okay, I agreed to post it. I was kind of waiting for her to say something. I thought it was kind of cool, so I posted it, kind of showed off to a few people, and they're like, "Hey, that's pretty good." So I went ahead and said, "Okay, let's talk about it."
Yeah, but still, why did you post it?
I
It
thought
was
it was cool.
it was a fun video, but still.
It was fun. It was kind of nice just to talk back and forth with my daughter, right? Like it was late, and once again, what time is it? It's almost 9 o'clock. It's a Thursday night, and this is kind of normal in our house. Like we're extremely busy. Our lives are kind of chaotic. We do a lot of things, so I even still at this late hour have work to do. But for some obscure reason, I decided to do a podcast instead.
And I think our last podcast was on Thursday too.
I think it was a Thursday actually,
Yeah,
and it was even later than
it was
this.
Thursday. It was.
Okay, well, we're back for episode 2. So what's new?
Nothing really. No more ghost.
Oh yeah, the ghost stories. No more ghost stories at school?
No.
Okay, well, how did so you had a basketball game over the weekend.
Oh my gosh, yes, I
Okay, we're
went.
not gonna hold on. Let's set some ground rules.
I know. I know.
You know?
Yeah, I
No
know.
numbers, no
Yeah,
names, no
I know.
school names.
I know.
Okay. So, I am very proud of my daughter though. She's 11 years old, right? And she's typically very shy.
Yeah.
Um, I am quite the opposite. Obviously, I'm willing to do a podcast. I have a website, www.newparentagain.com. I'm willing to put my business out there. For whatever reason, it doesn't bother me. My daughter, on the other hand, is just like me, and at the same time, she's quite the opposite. So I have a hard time with that sometimes, but I'm struggling. Right, this is the realm of being a parent, trying to understand where our kids are. They don't have to be like us entirely, but sometimes we want more from them, so we're always pushing them along.
Yeah.
She's giving me the side eye here. Because I want the best for my daughter, right? All parents want the best for their kids, and we know what would be better for their future. And for my daughter, I think it's better if she would be a little bit stronger, be a little bit adamant, talk about what she feels, and not be so shy. Um, But the beauty of basketball has allowed her to grow into a different being, right? What I mean by that is, so this last weekend she had a game. I think she did extraordinarily well. There was a opponent on the other team that was a bit of a fighter, for the lack of putting it in better words. She threw elbows. She was very aggressive on the court.
Very.
My daughter, for the first time in her life that I saw, was basically activated and almost got into a fight.
Hey, they shouldn't have messed with us.
Well, what did she do?
So basically, she fouled a lot of our teammates, and I'm super close with my teammates, and she hurt me too. And I was like, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. Like, we're here to have fun, not to beat people up.
Yeah, she was very aggressive. And from a parent's perspective, right? We think that she was so aggressive because maybe she doesn't understand the game so well. But to the girls on the court, she was actually, it looked like she was trying to inflict some pain. This one to the left of me got very upset because she hurt one of her best friends, who she also calls her cousin. And because of that, she made it a vendetta, a point to strictly guard this girl to the very end. And she did great. She got a little bit more emotional than I would have liked. But the point of what I'm trying to say is the growth of my daughter in basketball. It's allowed her to be a part of things that I don't think she would have seen if it wasn't for the fact that she had sports behind her. I don't. I think that you playing basketball allows you to be in situations that you're not used to being in. Does that
Yeah,
make sense?
kinda, yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be used to this type of adversity, meaning a tough opponent, right? Whether
Yeah.
they understand the game, they're skillful or not. right? But it allows you to understand the struggle.
Yeah.
It allows you to see what it's like to play with somebody more physical,
Yeah.
to defend yourself and your teammates,
Mhm.
and stand up for what you believe in,
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
Right? So
Yeah. And you put me into basketball too in the first place, so I'm glad you did. At the end of the day, I'm glad.
I'm glad too. And it's funny because as a parent, once again, I wanted my daughter to be the best at everything. I'm on the sidelines. I'm like, you got to do this, you got to do that. Go for the ball, go do this, go do that, right? And the whole time I'm doing that, she's completely shutting me out.
Hey, I'm stuck in the game.
No, you're stuck in the game even at practice. I get
Yeah.
rolled eyes, I get attitude, and so for all parents out there, they understand what this is like because we want our kids to listen to us, but the reality is our kids don't want to listen to us.
Why would we?
Exactly. And that's something that I still have to come to terms with and understand and appreciate. But this year, I think I have backed off enough to let you figure out what you need to do.
Yeah.
It's difficult for me. It is. I'm trying, right? Because I am an involved parent. I'm very involved. I want to be involved with all aspects of the school, all parts of my daughter's life. I want to make sure that she's successful in everything that she does. And I want to make sure that when she struggles, she understands that she needs to struggle for her own benefit because failure is acceptable. It's okay to make mistakes. You can't go on your whole life by trying to be perfect because you just can't.
Yeah, no one's perfect. So
You say that now.
I know. But it's true though, no one is perfect.
Nobody is perfect. And that's the message, right? That's what kids, especially of your age, need to understand. It's okay to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Are you, and you're saying that like swallowing your pride. You got this weird, scrunched up look on your face, right? But you know it's true.
Yeah.
Deep down on the inside, you know it's true. You have a sister, my daughter,
Yeah.
right? She's three, just over 3 months old.
I think she's like she's 4 months tomorrow, no?
Let's see what's today. No,
Oh.
she's got quite a ways to go.
Oh.
She's got 11 days to go. But regardless, she's just a baby, right?
Yeah.
Do you want her to feel as stressed out about making a mistake as you have been in the past?
No.
Why?
Because like I know that it's like when you make mistakes like you go through a lot of struggles, like it's hard, you like sometimes you can be hard on yourself. Like I know when I was little I used to be really hard on myself and sometimes I still am really hard on myself when I make mistakes. And I want her to realize like it's okay to make mistakes and when you do, it's just a chance to get stronger and realize what you did wrong and to do better in the future.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Because you're going to make mistakes. I promise you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what age you're at. It doesn't matter. You can be 5 years old, 10 years old, 50 years old. You're still going to make mistakes.
Yeah.
I've made plenty of mistakes in my career. Even as a small business owner today, we still
Mhm.
make mistakes, right? I still make mistakes. When I work for a corporation, I still make mistakes. When I was a regular employee, I made mistakes. It doesn't matter what level you're at, right? In the end, we're all human beings, right? And we all need to make decisions
Yeah.
and we all need to learn from our mistakes. So, in the end, that just tells us it doesn't matter what your title is or what you do or what you did.
Yeah.
We're all people.
Yeah.
And it's okay sometimes to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Other times it gets costly. We won't go down that road tonight.
Yeah.
So, what else is going on in your world?
Um, I honestly got that those games stuck in my head because I felt like I did really good.
The basketball games?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this has been your year. I think you've progressed quite a bit.
yeah. I've been working. I've been trying to practice a lot more basketball at school, and like just trying to get better. Cause I know that when Penny does sports, my little sister, even if she doesn't do basketball, I could still help her improve in this stuff.
Yeah.
Even if I don't know, I could still try and learn for her.
So, what do you think about? So, basketball season's in full gear, right?
Yeah,
So now you got to get ready for volleyball.
yeah.
Are you ready for a break? Are you ready for volleyball? You know, I got to talk to you about something. By the way,
What?
I noticed that a couple of times in the game, you did volleyball moves inside your basketball game.
I did.
Yeah, you absolutely 100% instead of trying to like catch the ball
Huh?
or grab the ball
Oh,
first.
I
Yeah.
bound. I yeah. I know, cause I can't. I know I can't. Sometimes I can't like fully catch it. So I'll like I'll like hit the ball, and when my teammates will catch it.
Yeah, you're looking like you're spiking the ball though, and right in the middle of a
Yeah.
basketball game. I saw that. I saw you do
It's
that a couple of
it's kind of
times.
like jump ball though.
It's not. It turns into a jump ball, but just something to work on,
Yeah.
right? And I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna be the pushy dad that I used to be.
I know I realized I did that, but like in my head, I imagine like one of my teammates will hopefully catch the ball.
Yeah, and I get it, and it makes sense.
Yeah.
So a couple of your teammates hit some 3 pointers.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, we got like two or three people that made threes.
Well, the last games there was only one 3 point made.
No, two.
Was there two?
Yep.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I only remember one, but I believe you because I know they made $100.
No, one of them did.
One of them did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the parent said that if you, I don't even know if he said that. I don't even know how it came to happen, but I do know that one kid walked away with a $100 bill,
Yeah.
right? Because she sank a three out of
The
nowhere.
other walked away with like a $2 bill or $2 bills.
Hey, I have lucky $2 bills.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know? Side note that your Appa. So for those everybody that doesn't know Appa, Appa is my dad.
My
Gigi
grandpa.
calls, huh?
My grandpa.
Yeah, your grandpa. Gigi calls her grandpa Appa because she couldn't say grandpa when she was little. So he turned into Appa. So Appa had 3 safes when he was a kid. Do you know about these safes?
No.
Okay, so he actually had 4. 3 of them were safes. They were made out of solid steel and welded together.
Wow.
Only the money can go in one way. That means you can't take it back out once any type of change or dollars go in. And he's had these since he was a kid. His godfather made him. His Nino made these for him, 3 of them. And the other one was an old water jug made out of glass
Wow.
that was filled to the top with coins. So just the other day, he had them opened up. He has a 1932, I think, $5 bill
Wow.
and a bunch of super old coins I've never seen before.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't say. So if you look at a regular dollar, $5, whatever, and on the top it says Federal Reserve Bank, right?
Yeah.
On Appa's, it says silver certificate, 1932. It's the oldest bill I've ever seen in my life. And I can't touch them.
Well, I mean, I understand why.
Why?
Because they're so old and they're
Nope,
like,
that's not why.
because they probably worth a lot of money.
Maybe, but that's not why either.
And why?
They're for you and Penny.
They are?
Yep,
Really?
yep. He told me to stay away.
Sucker.
He dropped them right in half and said, "This is for your kids." And that's it.
Aw.
That's Appa. You didn't know about those?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, there's a big giant bowl of like coins and dollar bills. They just opened them like 2 or 3 days ago. But they're like 40 plus years old for Appa even. When he was a kid. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah. And he's giving them to you immediately.
And you can't even touch them.
He will not even let me touch them. Like he wants me to do the homework on them and that's it. They're yours. And
And
they're
pennies.
pennies. Yeah. No, he made very sure that they also go to Penny.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine him saying, and Penny.
yeah. Oh yeah. How was picture day today?
Oh, yeah, today was picture day. It was fun. I mean, like, so for PE, we usually, we're doing flag football right now. And, like, I like flag football. It's all right, but it's not my top favorite. And our PE teacher, she thought that we were going to have pictures after PE. So we did, like, we took it easy. And we only ran, like, 3 laps around the whole court. And we get to play any sports we want. Like, it's like a little free day, you know?
So what did you guys wind up playing?
It's like she brought like all types of balls, like basketballs, volleyballs, footballs. And I was playing basketball with some of my friends. Um some other kids were playing volleyball. At some point I joined in volleyball and went back to basketball.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Yeah. But there's like all types of sports going around while we were playing basketball.
I remember last year, was it last year or 2 years ago? Where mommy got up super early, did your hair, for picture day, and your coach had you guys running like a mile that same day.
Really?
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah, you kids were all flushed, red in the face, hair just totally jacked up. And a lot of the parents were mad. They're like, "Why are you letting my kids run right before pictures?" And I mean, it kind of makes sense though. I kind of thought it was a bad call,
Yeah, it was.
but
I can imagine it being, but we had pictures before PE, thankfully, so no one's hair got messed up or anything.
well, how was your hair last year?
So last year I was stubborn. I still am. Um, and I was like, oh, I was giving attitude, talking back.
Do you actually remember this, or are you just saying
No,
it?
I remember this.
So you admit to talking back?
Yeah, of course. Every kid talks back. And I like my hair like always messy, so I was like, it's fine if you don't do my hair. My hair looks good messy anyway. I told my mom that. And she's like, fine, then go like that. And picture day that was a bad year.
It wasn't that bad, but it
But
wasn't that good
yeah, my
either.
hair wasn't done at all. My hair was like frizzy. Like it wasn't like she started doing it, but then she like stopped.
Yeah, I
Like she
remember
combed it
that.
out, she added all the stuff in it, little potions,
Potions.
and then she stopped because I was being stubborn.
Well, she woke up today at 5 in the morning
Yeah,
to get herself ready,
yeah,
to get you ready,
mhm,
and to take care of Penny all at the same time.
yeah. It's
It's a lot.
crazy. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot.
So if I get you ready, I'm gonna wake you up 20 minutes after you're supposed to wake up
Yeah,
and tell you, hurry up, we gotta go.
that's for
Right?
sure.
Kind of the
You still
normal
do
routine.
that. You do that.
How I roll.
Yeah. And this dude over here is always like, "Oh, you want your hair like that? Come over here. I'll do it for you."
Look, your mom did a decent job. I'm just saying I could have crushed it.
Yeah, literally burnt my hair off probably.
Oh no, we don't use hot nothing. I would have just twisted it up and called it a day.
I have those. I have heatless curl things.
I know your. Have you ever used them yet?
No, I haven't used them yet. I've been waiting to though. I'm so excited.
I think today's the last day for Amazon Prime Day.
Oh.
Oh, your mom bought a bunch of stuff, I'm sure.
Oh.
I was supposed to buy some stuff,
Mm,
but I did not.
that's sad.
Maybe.
But my hair looks super nice. I felt so good.
Did you?
I felt like a sleigh. My hair was so nice. I felt gorgeous. Like it was like beach waves. It was like not wavy but wavy. That's how my mom explains it.
Yeah, I don't. I have no
I
idea.
understand it. It's like in between.
I'd have thrown it in a ponytail, called it a day, keep it moving.
But it was so pretty and the pictures were so quick. It was like 2 seconds. You'd it was in the social hall. You would like go into this little area to smile, say, "Okay, bye."
That was it.
Yeah. He's
I
like
mean, they got
say,
to take a lot of kids' pictures. You're talking
"Yeah.
hundreds of kids.
Yeah." And it would like stand on the footprints, smile, take a picture. If they need to fix your hair up a little bit, they'll do that because my hair was covering the logo and she had to fix my hair, so I took another picture. And then that was basically I just went. It was like 5 seconds maybe.
You know what I'm excited for this year?
What?
I'm excited for our pictures for basketball.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, because our photographer is awesome.
Yeah, he's super cool. I
He's
know.
super cool, and he wants to do new things.
Really?
Yeah, he does. He's like, let's
Oh,
try this, let's try that. So we've done some new things. We started some new stuff for volleyball, and this year we're gonna do some new stuff for girls basketball, and we're gonna keep trying new stuff until we find just the most awesome pictures that we can find.
yeah.
And I think it's great.
Yeah. I've been scrolling on TikTok and like my For You page fills with like basketball stuff, like pictures.
Hmm.
And it's like super cool. It's like college kids. And they do like these cool pictures where like they throw balls in the air, like they're on a seat.
Yeah, I've
And like
seen
the whole
those.
team like those balls like
So
behind
you know
them.
what he wants to do for you girls?
What?
I don't know exactly when he's gonna do these pictures, but he wants to do pictures with smoke.
Oh, I remember you guys talking about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we've talked about this before. So he wants to do a background picture of you girls with smoke and something with a ball and crazy lighting and all kinds of stuff. And I think
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Yeah, cause like um the college kids, they had like all types of different pictures. Like one of them could have like one meditating on a ball.
Yeah.
Another could have had like
This is for basketball?
yeah,
Okay.
like one sitting on a basketball hoop. Like
So
all
you've been looking at ideas for pictures too?
like when I'm older, yeah, like that stuff. Cause I know like sitting on a basketball hoop's not possible now. I might fall in. But I saw this one girl like sitting on a basketball
Yeah.
like hoop. And it was like hecka cool. And like my favorite is the one where they're sitting on like this throne and they throw basketballs behind them. It's like that one's like really cool to me.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we can do stuff like I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the sky's the limit.
Yeah. And I remember I saw this volleyball video. I've been seeing a lot of them on my For You page. It's like a game they play.
Wait, I don't know anything about TikTok. What's a
I
for you
know
page?
it's like videos that might be good for you to watch.
Okay, recommended
Yeah,
videos.
recommended videos. And basically like it was this volleyball thing and it's like a game they play. And you know those baskets like the volleyballs are in?
Yeah.
Um they like someone throws the ball to them, they have to bump it into the basket or else they'll all get like throwing balls at like the
Oh,
whole
they
team
hit them?
yeah.
Oh, I like that
The
idea.
whole team surrounding them and if they missed, the whole team throws a volleyball at them.
So, what would you think if I helped coach your volleyball team? Her eyes just got really wide, her hand over her mouth.
um um
A lot of hesitation here.
um so I don't know.
All that to say, I don't know.
Well, I don't know what you want me to say. You're my dad. You're gonna coach volleyball.
I think I can do it.
I mean, you probably can do it, but like, my dad coaching volleyball
Why?
just doesn't feel right.
Because I'm your dad.
Yeah, basically.
I think I can do it.
Yeah,
I think I
maybe
would do a good job.
you would do a good job. Um,
But what?
uh, just I don't know. You're my dad.
Is
That's
that what it is?
yeah. It just doesn't feel right.
Would you prefer if I did not coach?
I don't know. It's
If I
like
gave you the option, I'm giving you the option right now, Gigi. I am willing to help coach your volleyball team.
oh, oh really? Huh?
So it's up to you. I don't have to do it.
Um.
So
Uh.
as she quivers in the background of the thought of her father coaching her team, her younger cousin stepped up out of
Younger
nowhere.
cousin,
Huh?
older
Oh, I'm
cousin.
sorry, older cousin, obviously older cousin. Younger than me.
Yeah.
But her older cousin stepped up, became a basketball coach, and her younger brother,
Volleyball coach.
volleyball coach. And they won a championship. I still to this day don't know how they won a championship.
Surprisingly, we won because we only won like 2 games that season, and
The
we ended up
entire season. 2 games.
yeah. And then so there's like 2 rounds and like championships. It's Spirit and Trinity.
Right.
Trinity's like the highest. Spirit's like the lowest. Like it's like the losing championships.
I mean, that's yeah, but no. We don't like to call it that, but it's
You lost but won the championships.
yeah, okay. So it's a two-way bracket. If you win, you continue down this road, and if you lose, you continue down this road. There's still 2 championship tournament brackets.
Yeah. But
But they wound up winning 2 games the entire season. And then they played this tournament. At some point they lost, went to the secondary bracket, and then continued undefeated and won.
undefeated.
Well, after that, you guys didn't lose. You won. You played like 2 or 3 more games, all the different matches in between,
Oh yeah.
and you guys won.
Yeah.
And you came home with a banner.
Yeah. That was cool.
That was very cool. But all the parents were just like, "Where did these girls come from?"
Right? And I feel like I'm really ready for this year. Like I feel more prepared. Like I feel like I'm ready.
For this year's volleyball.
Yeah. I'm
So
ready for all sports.
how do you think sports have changed your life?
I honestly feel like when I go to sports, everything just goes away and I focus on that one thing and I'm like one of the smiley kids. Like even when I'm running and I'm dying out of energy, I'm like always smiling. Like you can ask all my friends and coaches, like I'll have a smile on my face no matter what. Like even if like we're dying, it's like 100 degrees in the gym. We're running, we're exercised out so much tired, dead, I'm still gonna be smiling.
You have come along. So my daughter, I'm gonna kind of put her on blast a little bit, but it's in a proud way. When she first started playing basketball in the fourth grade, she cried almost every single practice
And game.
and end game.
I'm exposing myself too,
Yeah,
but
and that's
it's
okay,
true.
right?
It's
Like,
true, and it's showing how much I've improved. So
and that's kind of my point, right? Like, so you had a hard road to get to where you're at.
yeah,
You were very frustrated. You wanted to run, you wanted to run faster, but your stamina wasn't quite there yet.
yeah,
And now you run like crazy.
yeah. And I've run like with the girls that are like at the top, always running the fastest. I've been trying to keep up with them. And one time we were doing like an up and back, and I was like the first one there out of all of the girls.
Yeah, and I'm proud of her. Now, she's not the fastest runner on the team.
No, I am not.
And I'm not saying that to put her down. I'm just saying there are other girls that
No,
are,
yeah, that's true. But I'm
right?
proud of myself. I made it at least once.
No, and that's amazing,
Yeah,
right? Because the fact that you're challenging yourself and you're pushing yourself to meet these other girls' expectations is a beautiful thing. And I
yeah,
see them when they run, they're looking at you. They can tell,
yeah,
they know they're in competition with you.
yeah. And I feel like I've improved a lot. And like when you always tell me to like to watch, and there's anything at the end of the day that I can improve on, and I remember two specific times that I've improved a lot, or I remembered and I practiced in my head. Like, so there's one time I wasn't the best with my free throws. I'm still not, but my coach he showed me like a certain position to shoot in, and during the game I forgot it and I shot and I didn't make it, but I did the position he said and I shot and I made it.
Oh, the second shot?
Yeah,
Yeah, it went in clean too.
yeah. And another time I was like, I got the ball and I went to the other side of the court to make a shot, but I realized that I kind of went into their little trap because I was going more to the like the side of the court like out of bounds, and I kind of like fell into their trap when I could have like gone in more and maybe like try and make the shot better.
Hmm.
Like I feel like I felt I ran right into their trap, and when I could have gone out and in closer to the rim.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I practiced that in my head too in
Well,
game.
with sports, right? There's going to be a lot of negatives and positives.
Yeah,
It's live. It's happening as you go, and you got to improve on it. It's fast paced.
yeah.
So I am very so when I did sports when I was a kid, right? I did soccer, and
I
I
never liked
did.
soccer.
Huh?
Soccer is cool, but I just never was into it.
You hated soccer.
Yeah,
I don't know what. I think you just don't like to run.
at the time I didn't.
Like you hated
I
soccer.
still don't like it honestly,
So I
but
was in. My team was called, I think, the Cloud Kickers. I knew you were gonna laugh at that.
sounds like a little baby team.
It was a baby team. We were babies, but we were called the Cloud Kickers. And I was the baby whiny kid on the team. I don't remember if I was the only one, but I remember me being the difficult one.
Hmm.
And I remember my coach getting frustrated with us. I remember my parents coming to my back. You can't talk to my kid like that. He's just not that fast. And I wasn't. I wasn't. But and I of course I appreciate everything my parents did for me, right?
Yeah,
I appreciate them having my back and stepping up for me. But I will say this, our styles of parenting are very different. I do not advocate for my daughter to be in the game or not in the game. I leave that up to the coach.
yeah,
And I feel like because I trust our coaches, we have 3 coaches, they all do a wonderful job. And I leave
great
it up to
job.
them to decide whether or not she's earned her spot for her playing time. I'm very close to all 3 of the coaches, but I definitely in no way try to influence the ability that you have to be on the court more.
Yeah, I know. I remember because you're like, because I felt like I didn't play enough in one of the games, and you're like, well, you got to go talk to your coach about that. You have to.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it because I'm not going to be there to influence to say whether or not you should be involved on the court more. It's the impressions that you make in your practice and while you're on the court, and when the coaches see you doing what you're supposed to be doing, they're going to want to put you in the game, right?
Yeah,
So if I just say, "Hey, you know what? You got to play my daughter because of XYZ." That's not fair to you or the team because I'm saying that she should play no matter what.
yeah.
I don't think that's fair. I think you
It
should
doesn't sound.
definitely.
It doesn't feel like it's equal either. Like,
It's not.
yeah,
Like you should definitely earn your spot on the team, whatever the reason is.
yeah,
You should definitely be, if you're going to be in the game, it's because they believe in you to make a difference.
yeah,
Simultaneously, it's because you believe you can
yeah.
make a difference on that game.
Yeah, and I'm always told to play like I do in practice, and in practice I give my all because I'm not afraid playing against my teammates because I know what they're capable of and I know how I can be at their level and try and do good.
Yeah, and I've always had an issue with the way that you practice with your teammates, right? Like, not necessarily just your team here, but in volleyball. So last year in volleyball, two different coaches on the eighth grade team said, "Hey, we want Gigi to play up." I was like, "What do you mean play up?" They're like, "No, she's really good." I'm like, "She enjoys volleyball, but she's not that good."
Like I know what you mean by that. Like I
I mean,
know,
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm not trying to say you're a
I know,
terrible
yeah, but
volleyball
like
player.
I'm not eighth grade level.
I didn't think you were eighth grade
Yeah,
level.
I remember I played with the seventh because I played at one of the seventh grade practice and eighth grade practice.
Yeah, and they both wanted you on their team
Yeah,
as a fifth grader.
yeah,
And I was like, "What are you talking about? Like Gigi likes the game, but she's not ready for that." And they're like, "No, you don't understand." So one day I came and I watched you practice, and I'm like, "Who are you?" And
yeah.
you were just giving you gave it absolutely everything you had, everything you had.
I remember at the seventh grade practice. Oh no, it was sixth grade practice. It was sixth and seventh grade practice because they didn't have eighth graders yet.
I don't think I think the only thing that's bad about you playing with your teammates is that they're also your friends, your close
Yeah, so
friends.
I get goofed off
You
and
guys all just play around a lot, right?
yeah,
And I understand and I get it, but I wish you guys took it more seriously. I really do. Because when you played with the seventh graders at fifth grade and the eighth graders,
no, there was not an eighth grade team. It was sixth and seventh grade.
there wasn't an eighth grade team at all?
Nope.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe there was.
No, there
There
was.
was, but I didn't play with them.
Oh, you didn't play with them?
No, it was only.
No, you did play with them.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did. You played with the seventh and the eighth graders. And they both wanted you on their team.
Yeah.
And I was like, why? And I went to go see you out of practice.
Yeah, I played with sixth, seventh, and eighth
And
grade.
you were an absolute beast.
Yeah, I
You were.
remember
You
at the.
tried so hard. You were laser focused. You went all in on the game. But simultaneously, and I'm not trying to put your business out there, but I'll say it because we're gonna be honest, right?
Yeah,
Do you remember that day that you had that kind of a breakdown? You were so stressed out.
kind of, not really.
So you were so stressed out that you wanted to keep playing with your team, but you were exhausted and you got really stressed and you couldn't even play anymore. You were just so like spastic. Like I have to play. I have to play. I have to
Oh,
go in there.
yeah, I remember
Do you
that.
remember that?
Yeah,
And it's because you put so much pressure on yourself to do good
yeah,
because you were playing with the older kids
yeah.
and you were so afraid to make a mistake because you told me that you're like I was like, why do you play so different with them? And you said, well, because I can't make a mistake.
Yeah, I can't mess up because I feel like I want to be at their level.
Yeah, you wanted to be at their level. You felt embarrassed, right? You were like, I can't do that. And
Yeah.
I was like, babe, you're doing great though. And you let the pressure get to you,
Yeah.
right? And that's
Wait,
okay.
wait, what practice was I at? Like,
I think it was the eighth grade practice.
hmm.
And right after that, you had your practice.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, and you were really, really stressed out.
Yeah, I
And
remember
I didn't
that.
know what to do. And you were just like, I have to go back in there. I have to keep going. I was
Yeah,
like, no, you don't. Like, you're fine. It's just practice. And you let all the pressure, because you put so much pressure on you to do great, right? You put so much pressure on you to be this great player, and all the coaches want you, and you're doing good.
yeah,
And it really, really got to you. And you couldn't keep up with it. You couldn't ride that momentum anymore. And I hope that you understand now, a year later, right, that that wasn't necessary.
yeah,
No, really, I do because I want you to know that you did great, but once again, mistakes are okay.
yeah. And I remember at the sixth grade practice, the grade up than me, I was going on my knees for the ball like I usually did. Like, I didn't have knee pads because I just got back from school at the time. And I was going on my knees for the ball. Um, and I didn't have knee pads or nothing. Like, I was in my full school uniform still. And I wanted to play with them, so you left me there to go play and practice with them. And I was honestly stressed out there too, because I only know two people on my team, and they were from my grade, but they went up because they had to. And I was scared because I knew the other girls kind of, but I didn't know them as well as if I messed up, it was okay. I can just shake it off. And I was kind of scared when I messed up. I was like, oh my goodness, that was kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, and what's funny as you get older, right? And some parents, not all parents, or even adults can attest to this, meaning the younger you are, the more you care about how others see you.
Yeah,
The older you get, the less you start to care.
less, more.
No, less. Absolutely less. Absolutely less. Because I used to care about what people thought about me.
Not when you're in like high school though. When you're a
Oh
teenager,
no, even more in high school.
you care more.
You care more.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, like there's a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So at your age, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, high school, college, the early years of college, you really worry about what other people think about you
Yeah.
in an unhealthy way. No, honestly, it is. It's unhealthy.
Yeah.
You shouldn't worry about what other people think about you, right? Because if you're too busy being worried about others, then you're not focusing on yourself. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's okay to want to be a certain way and want people to see you a certain way, but you don't want to be fake and you don't want to worry about too hard about the way other people think about you, right? You
Yeah.
don't. And that's going to be a hard concept for you. Like you may say yeah now, right? It's going to be a hard concept for you as you get older though. It
That's true.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you from experience, right?
Mhm.
Because this isn't a new thing.
Yeah. And I remember at the eighth grade practice for the volleyball, I was stressing out because they're spiking, and I wasn't like we were starting to practice spiking, but we weren't near at their level yet.
Yeah, so
And
it worried you.
yeah, and I was stressing out because I couldn't hit the ball once, and like they're giving me tips. I know tips are good, like they help you get better.
Well, they want to see you get they understand,
Yeah.
right? And they want to help you get better.
Yeah, and like I was like stressing out. I felt like I was gonna cry because, um, all the other girls they were hitting it. They were much taller than me though, and so I couldn't reach the net that good.
You're in 5th grade practicing
Yeah.
with 7th and 8th graders, right? So here's what's important though about this message of this podcast that we're talking about right now. Because this is completely ad lib. We have no script. Once again, it's late at night. It's pretty much 9:30 on a Thursday.
It
Once
is nine
again,
thirty. Yeah.
right? It's late. And just Gigi's over here looking at the clock, trying not to fall asleep. Um, but again, this is the only time that we have, so we take advantage of it.
Yep.
And I enjoy our time together. I do.
Yeah.
I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah. We don't have over the weekend because we're busy, and there's a festival. I get to see my friends
Oh,
there.
this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the festival's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and I'm super excited because this is like a new thing too.
Yeah, this is a brand new festival that we're putting on. Shout out to the Knights of Columbus. I'm also a knight. They're gonna come through for the school in a major way to make sure that we still have our beer garden going on. We got bumper cars. We got all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, and I do not understand how they're gonna be able to do bumper cars in the school.
Hey, we're gonna figure it out.
Yeah,
We got a
like
dunk tank.
I know I heard about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
legit. It's going
Yeah.
down. St. Luke's. It's cracking.
Wait, can kids like get dunked in there?
Mateo wants to get in there.
I know, I
like,
know.
really bad.
I know.
You know what? And I'm
You're,
okay for
you're
it.
friend, right? Friend, right?
Yeah, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my friend. Mateo. Shout out to Mateo if he ever gets to hear this podcast.
No.
Yes, absolutely. All right, so here's the background of Mateo and the word friend. Okay, so back in the day, Gigi used to always tell. Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying no because I don't want my friends hearing this. Well, I do, but I don't because I already know how I'm like, oh, Gigi, your podcast is so cool. Because one of my friends, Adriel, um, he told like 5 people already, and I want to beat him up.
Did he really?
Yeah,
What? So why are you mad?
because he told people.
We talked about this on the first podcast.
I know.
We put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
People are gonna hear you. They're gonna have something to say.
Well, obviously.
So don't worry about it. Look, half of your generation is making the weirdest TikTok, YouTube, real videos
My
that make
friend's
no sense.
my friend's dad. He's once he heard the podcast, the first one, he was always like, hi Selena, because if you heard the other podcast, you know that I talked about when I was little, I used to make random names, and one of them was Selena. And at practice, he'd always be like, "Go, Selena! Oh, hi, Selena! Woohoo!" Like
Yep, that's my brother Mel.
stepdad.
Stepdad. Yeah, it's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess the moral of the story, though, that I want other kids to understand is that it really is okay to make mistakes, right?
Yeah.
So I can tell you for a fact one of the most embarrassing moments that happened to me at my school, which was also St.
Oh,
Luke's.
I can't wait to hear this.
You've heard this before,
I
but
have.
yeah, you have, and I'll say it again.
Oh, I'm so happy.
I was running for office,
Oh.
right? Don't put your hand on your mouth. It's okay. And I got up in front of the school, in front of the microphone to say why you should vote for me. And my buddy Orlando at the time thought it would be a great practical joke, right, to put a post-it note on my back.
Oh yeah, I remember this
Right?
one.
I can't remember what it was. It was probably like kick me or something dumb, you know, and it was on there and the whole school laughed, right? So what I took away from it, because I let it get to me and I embarrassed myself.
Yeah.
If I would have handled it differently, meaning I would have laughed about it,
Ha ha
or
ha.
I would have
Yeah,
made a
guys, kick me. Please kick me in the
yeah, I would have
back.
just made a joke of it myself, right? Like I didn't let it get to me. Then it would have been a whole different type of situation. But because I got all emotional about it,
Wait, wait,
yeah, I turned
wait.
into a brat, right? And because I did
Why
that,
would you do that?
it
That
had
hurt
a
my
different outcome.
feelings really
And like I
bad.
remember him, like he felt so bad. He was like, "No, no, don't." You know, like he felt terrible about it because it was just a joke. A joke turned wrong.
Yeah.
But in the end, it wasn't that serious. You know, and the point of putting this out there in the universe is saying that things are going to happen, right? And it's all about how we handle a situation. Because here's the story. One time when I was in summer school at high school, somebody brought, I don't know if it was like
Wait, summer school and
worms.
high school?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it was like worms or like baby something or other, but they put it inside our math teacher's jar
Oh
of
my.
paper clips.
Oh my.
You never heard this story before, right?
No.
Yeah. So they were like, "Oh, watch this." So they put it in there.
Oh my
And at
gosh.
some point, somehow she reached in there because all
Oh my
eyes were on
gosh.
her the entire time, right? And
Yeah.
everybody was just like waiting for this great reaction where she like screams in the movies and freaks out.
Oh my gosh, there's a worm in my hand.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
something.
die.
You know what she did?
What?
She took it out and looked at it and put it in the trash can.
Oh.
Like nothing happened. If you weren't staring at her, because I was
Oh,
waiting for the reaction.
obviously.
Yeah, I was trying to, I was in on it, right? So I wanted to see something happen. She took it, laughed to herself. She did like a smirk, and she very quickly and quietly got rid of it, like nothing ever happened.
Oh, that backfired.
It totally backfired. But you know what I learned?
What?
That was the smoothest way to handle that situation.
Yeah, because they were waiting for a whole, oh my
Yeah,
goodness reaction.
we got nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If you blinked, you missed it. And it would have been very disappointing. In fact, it was very disappointing.
Yeah,
And
sounds
she
like it.
handled it like a G. Yeah, that was Mrs. Jones at school. She was our algebra teacher. And she handled it like a champ.
Aren't I learning algebra right now? Isn't what I'm
You
learning?
are learning algebra. Yeah, pre-algebra.
Yeah, it's fun, kind of.
Yeah, X's and Y's, and it's
X,
not
Y,
fun.
and Z. X equals 5, Y equals 7,
Yep.
Z equals 16.
Yeah, exactly that. So I learned that as I got older, things were not as serious.
No, they're not.
They're not,
Yeah.
right? That's the moral. And you have coaches that have been in sports for a long time, right? You have people in your life that have been involved with sports and other things for a
Yeah.
very long time,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I've been around people that have been in major $1 million deals, even. No, seriously, that have done like major deals that they've missed out on, right? And you know what they say? They learn from it. That's all they do. They just say, you know what? I'll get the next one because they know it's not over. So, what's important for you and other people of your same age, right? You're 11 years old,
Yeah.
is to know that the end of the world is nowhere near where you think it is. It's true. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to try. It's okay to fail, right? It doesn't matter what happens when it happens. It matters how you get back up from whatever it was that happened, how you overcome it. That defines who you are. And you're going to see that theme time and time again as you get older. You're going to see it in movies, right? You're going to see it all over the place. Darman and Instagram reels and TikToks.
Don't
They're
even get
all
me started with Darman.
but But they're all gonna tell you how you get knocked down and you get back up.
So you see, no, just stop. Just
Yeah.
no.
Whole another episode, but I heard that guy got in a bunch of trouble because he never even paid his actors.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, like most of your like YouTube celebrity families and all that, Ace family,
Yeah, bro, I was about to say that.
bankrupt,
I know. I remember.
totally bankrupt.
That was my show when I was
Yeah,
little.
I couldn't stand those people.
I
Could
remember
not
it
stand the
went.
Ace
Their
family.
intro went, "Hey, Ace Emily, what's
Yeah,
going
she
on, everybody?"
absolutely loved you guys. I'm sorry, I could not stand the Ace family because that's not the real world.
I loved them.
I know you did.
Their oldest child was named Elle. I loved her. One of the videos that did not make sense at all to me, it still doesn't to this day. Even when I was little, it didn't make sense. It was, I know it was just for fun, but it was just dumb. So basically, she was going to school, homeschooled, like you know how they make like the homeschooled videos, like with outside they're playing.
I never watched them.
Well, but you know that like about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
She goes outside. That's her, in quotes, school, and her dad's a teacher with purple hair, like purple wig, like purple Dora wig,
Dora wig.
like that Dora haircut wig.
The
And
whole thing
he's
was a front. It wasn't
yeah,
real.
yeah,
You can tell it was fake.
yeah. I love their shows. I love their YouTube videos. I remember one of the videos was her like playing with one of her dolls, and it was like a teddy bear. I remember exactly what her room looked like. I was obsessed with them.
Well, they're bankrupt now.
Yeah,
That means they have no money.
no money.
They bought this crazy mansion
Yeah,
for millions of dollars
that they did not have.
that they did not have. They bought it over asking price, meaning that if it was $1 million, they paid like $1.5 million because they thought that they could.
Oh my
They
gosh.
felt like the money was unlimited, and now it's all gone.
Mm.
So those are the people that she looked up to.
But I honestly feel so bad for the kids.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Like I feel terrible for the
like
kids, but
they were in the videos, but they had no idea what was going
no,
on.
they're clueless.
Their parents set it up for them
Yeah,
to
their
have
parents
fun.
set them up for failure because they're
Yeah.
fakes.
Yeah,
They're fakes.
they're frauds.
Like not every single day is that good.
No, never.
It's just the real world. Like we
Yeah.
all have troubles, struggles, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah,
Like we all go through something.
like you might have a nice house, but like there's no way you could have a house that nice with just a small YouTube channel.
No, that's actually possible.
Really?
Yeah, you can make mad bucks off YouTube.
Yeah.
But
I
my
remember we
point
were talking
is,
about.
you can't have a perfect life every day.
Yeah, you can't. It's not possible.
There's just things happen.
Yeah. One thing might happen that messes up the day. It might not get to you, but it still
No,
wasn't perfect.
something's gonna get to you.
Yeah.
Whether it's a bad driver or whatever, something's gonna get to you. It's impossible to be so perfect.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's not realistic. I was
Yeah.
never a fan because I never felt like they were real,
Yeah.
and they weren't.
But the content was good though.
I thought their content was absolute trash.
Uh,
Trash.
Offensive.
Facts.
But I wonder if I watched their videos to like right now, I would say, "What is this?"
You might. I don't know. I don't want to watch them ever again.
Yeah. And I remember one of their videos like sponsoring someone. It was like this like little heart animated person. I love that video too.
Trash.
It's like the weirdest things that I remember.
It was all just dumpster trash, dumpster fire trash.
Uh,
It was all fake.
well, yeah, but it was still kind of good, maybe.
No,
Okay.
no. It was all
Side
front.
eye.
All front.
Okay. But anyways,
Gigi still does not have a cell phone.
still. Oh, remember what my auntie said?
Yeah, your auntie texted me.
Randomly.
It wasn't so random, but it was randomly, and said, get her a cell phone. But look, she's been on her tablet so often lately that I literally want to take it and stick it in a bowl of water.
Well, it wouldn't fit, cause.
You see, this makes me want to do it even more.
Well, I'm just stating some real facts. It's a big iPad.
You are
It
under
won't fit.
technology way too much.
I know, but we talked about this in the last episode too. I feel like I could shorten my time. I could set myself to a limit and like be like, that's enough. I've had enough for today.
Like I can do better. I can shorten it. Like no, you can't. You have a problem. You have a problem.
If I try, like I know you guys can trust me,
No, 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 no,
You
no.
can't?
No, it's not about trust. It's about the fact that you are an 11-year-old girl who has a lot of different friends in her school, and you guys all like to chat. And your text messages and your videos and everything are blowing up like crazy. You took your mom's cell phone over the weekend at the basketball game, had the entire team doing TikToks, including the coaches. That was you.
Oh yeah. Hey, but they wanted to though.
No, and I'm sure they did,
It
but
was really fun too.
you are the ringleader. You
Uh,
are the problem.
I am not a problem.
You are the definition of a problem.
That's
Offensive. I know.
yeah.
What happens when you get a cell phone though?
I don't know.
You're gonna be doing videos.
I'll take pictures with my friends.
Yeah. Oh my god. Back to the pictures.
I
I have
don't.
so many pictures on my phone.
But I don't have pictures with my friends. I honestly don't. It's true.
You don't have pictures of your friends?
Like not with. That's because I saved them onto my device
Right.
from the chats. Because they took the pictures and then I just saved them. But I can't take pictures with my device.
All right. It's almost an hour. What do you
Okay,
want
wait.
to?
Before we end, I just want to say we're not done talking about this phone.
Oh, we're not.
No, we're not.
So her last story was, I need it for science camp, Dad. I need it for science camp. I'm going to miss you so much, you and Mommy. I need it for science camp. Yeah, they can't even take their phones to science camp. Like, fact checked, looked into it, figured it out. Good angle, not going to work. What you got next?
I got something.
Okay, go ahead.
So you always say that you trust me, and you stated this in the last episode too.
I do trust you.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's just the other people out there, the crazy people, the cuckoo people.
There are cuckoo people out there.
Yeah, but like, there was this one time, like, there's gonna be days that you're gonna leave me home alone because you need to go somewhere, even if it's just like around the block.
Okay, that happened one time.
Hey, and still when I go out with my friends, and I go around the block, literally the whole entire area, not near our house.
Look, I grew up without cell phones.
Well, that wasn't a thing in the dinosaur ages.
I was
You had dinosaurs that
outside
send messages.
every day. Every day I was outside. Rode my bike. Probably went way too far. Mom and Dad, sorry if you hear this. Probably went way too far with my friends. We'd be anywhere from 2 to 12 deep on any random day. And the rules still applied as there were old school rules, meaning you get your butt home before the streetlights come on. That's true. That was our rule. Like there were certain days we were allowed to be out, streetlights were on, we had to get home. If we didn't get home by then, we were in trouble. But our parents let us run around. We did our thing, we had fun. And that's how it went. Nowadays, you kids are on your cell phones 24/7, 365. Yeah, what? What do you got to say?
Nothing.
Because it's true.
It's not true.
Then what is it? There's no microphone over there. Turn your head back. Got nothing. And that's my beef with her having a cell phone. She's going to miss the world around her. Now, everybody that knows Gigi is going to text me and call me and see me and say, shut up and get her a phone. And I get it, right? Like, I want the best for her. I want her to have everything. But I don't want her to miss the world around her.
Technically, if most of the time I'm on my devices, it's because I'm taking pictures of things. And that's,
No, false. 100%.
that's actually a lie. Yeah.
100% false.
But sometimes I'm.
Yeah, sometimes.
Hey, it's still time.
No, it doesn't count. Look,
But
one of your closest friends, one of your best friends, I'm not going to say names, but when you guys used to play together, neither one of you had a device. Right? Neither one of you had a device. And you guys would play and focus on each other and do whatever you did.
But we're not into dolls no more.
It wasn't just dolls. You guys can do anything.
No, it was dolls.
Well, you guys did do dolls, but still, you guys can find anything and have a good time. Right? And then once you two got cell phones in your hands in this day, yeah. Once you guys have cell phone hands in your day, now, right? You guys are just on your phones.
Yeah.
And I miss the fact that you guys used to get together and just be together.
Yeah. But like, I know you making all these great points, but like, there's no point. There's no difference, honestly. If I have an iPad or a phone, a phone is honestly just smaller, more portable, and plus, I know I'm not trying to like a kiss and be like, oh, but this, but that. But honestly, I feel a lot more safer if I had a phone, because like I bring my iPad places. It's huge, huge. I'm talking huge.
Yeah, it's a giant iPad because that
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. Look, you wanted technology.
I've always wanted a phone since I was like 6 years old.
Yeah, that's way too young to want a phone. Why?
Cause,
Because what?
because, just
Just
cause.
just just because
Yes.
reason means nothing. Nothing. So we're gonna end another podcast on the great debate over a cell phone.
We're gonna finish this off in the next episode.
I highly doubt it.
We're probably never gonna finish it, huh?
It's gonna be a battle for time.
It's been a battle for what, 7 years now?
A battle for 7 years.
Yeah.
Well, you're 11.
Yeah.
So you're saying
4.
you've been wanting one since 4?
Yeah, that's actually really correct. Or 5 maybe. Maybe 5.
I don't know.
Around
I
those
look. I
ages though.
want you to have a phone. Maybe I get you an old school phone that without text messaging capabilities, without Wi-Fi, without internet.
Well then how do I use it?
You call people.
What does that do?
Yeah. You make a phone call.
What's that used for? Say hi.
Yeah, talking to people.
No. When I text my friends, I'll just say hi. They'll say hi. What are you doing? I'll say something, whatever I'm doing. What about you?
Do you guys actually have conversations?
Yeah.
Like meaningful conversations?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes.
Like I wonder, right? Like cuz I wonder what the other kids are out there even talking about if it makes any sense to the world.
Like, me and my friends will be like, hey, what are you doing? And I'll tell them what I'm doing. I'm like, what about you? And then they tell me what they're doing. Then I'll text them, like, maybe a little bit later. That's how
Let's
it
switch
works.
subjects. Let's get off the cell phone for a minute. It's getting late. Let's talk about Penny. So Penny just
Wants a
got
phone.
over. Huh?
Penny wants a phone.
Penny does not. Yeah, you said that earlier today. Penny does not want a phone. Penny just got over being sick.
My poor baby.
How
And
did
so
that
did, and
make?
so did we.
Huh?
And so did we.
Yeah, we did too. I was sick for a week. Gigi was sick for about 3 days, and then Penny was sick probably about 3 days. She's making a very quick recovery. But how did that make you feel with your sister being sick?
I was so scared. Like, honestly, sometimes I was, like, getting mad at you because I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, you need to take care of her immediately. She's sick. I don't want her getting more sick because she's not getting rest or she's not getting taken care of well. Like, I know you guys are doing a great job taking care of her. You had me, you raised me all right. All right. But I feel like it was just really scary because I know, like, when you guys had me, you guys were scared. You guys told me you were scared and all that stuff. But, like, now I understand what you meant by that. Like, you are worried about every single thing. You want to make sure they're okay. They're not getting more sick like you did because you never sat down to rest. Stubborn much. And you want them to be safe and like really healthy. Like,
Yeah, it's so an infant gets sick, right? 3 months, just over three
they
months.
can't talk and tell you how they're
They can't, yeah, we
feeling.
don't know.
Yeah.
And Penny she was throwing up, she was crying, she was tired, she was frustrated, she was going through a lot,
Yeah.
understandably so,
Yeah.
right? And it was scary. Like you had a moment where you got really concerned about
Yeah.
her,
I
and
was really stressed on that at that moment.
yeah, like you shed a tear. You're like, oh my god, is she okay?
Yeah.
And
Because I remember we came back from school or wherever we were at, and you're like, Penny's throwing up. She's sick. She's crying really badly. She's coughing and then throwing up right after she eats, and that got me so scared.
yeah, it was scary.
Yeah,
But luckily, so everybody knows, it only lasted a day. It wasn't like crazy projectile throw ups. She was obviously sick, but the next day she started to recover pretty quickly. This is like day 3 or 4, and she's still on a track to get better, if not by tomorrow or at least Saturday, she'll probably be 100%.
Yeah,
Um,
hopefully.
hopefully,
I
but
mean,
it was a scary experience, right?
yeah,
Like caring for a little life, it's real,
yeah,
right? And so, as your parents, right, your mom and I, we have to, and now you get to see it, care for you guys from a baby till you're a full blown adult.
yeah.
You're gonna be 40 like me one day. I'm almost 40, right? 50, 60, 70, and I'm still gonna
Mhm.
be here to take care of you.
Yeah,
And I'm always gonna treat you like you're just my baby.
yeah. And honestly, I know it's not my fault, but I feel so bad for Penny because right when she starts to like get more into like her school, you like me, like maybe my grade, she's gonna be like it seemed like how I was because I'm gonna be probably like in college, and she's gonna just be in like sixth or fifth grade.
Yeah, so when Gigi is in high school, she's going to be in kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah. As you transition out of school, she's gonna be coming into school.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a lot of big sisters to have her back.
Yeah, I honestly feel like telling the school because I know that you get to talk when you about to leave. I want to say I'm gonna have a little sister. Her name's Penny. She's going into kindergarten, and I want to make sure everyone's protecting her.
Right.
Like, cause I know some other little kids that'll still be there to protect her, but I want to make sure that everyone that I know is protecting her.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier today, right? So the dynamic of you and your sister is very different, meaning you have lots of cousins
Yeah,
that are the same age as you.
yeah,
Lots of them. There's like 1,000 TikTok videos of you guys doing crazy things, and it's awesome. Like I love that you guys have that relationship. I love that you
yeah.
guys are all close, right? I grew up with your Nina, Nina Cindy, right? Jeanette.
Nina Liz.
eh, Well, not before Nina Lizzo,
Yeah,
but because my cousin Jeanette, who you had just she came down, right?
yeah,
Wendy, everybody else, right? My family, we grew up really, really close. Diana, we
yeah,
all grew up super close. Um, So I'm very grateful, my cousin Mike, my cousin James, and the list goes on, that I'm very grateful that I was able to grow up with all these people in my life. And you have all of your cousins just like I did. But my big concern with Penny is that she doesn't have that big, extensive family of the same age that she is because she came 10 years later, right? So she has you and your friends, but that's such a big gap.
yeah. It's huge. It's literally 11 years.
Literally 11 years. So I really hope that there's something in between that can help make up for the cousins that she doesn't have.
Yeah, they're gonna be like her family.
Her family is grown, but I'm hoping that she has like her god sister,
Who is that?
Uncle JJ
Oh,
and Auntie Rowena, right?
oh, yeah.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, I forgot about that.
So they're about of the same
Just
age.
so many family members to keep track up with.
There is a lot, but anyways, it's gonna be almost 10 o'clock on a Thursday night. Another conversation with my daughter and I. Um, I guess if we can wrap up the podcast, we can say a couple things that we learned from our conversation. Number one, for the kids out there and the adults, it's okay to make mistakes. Learn from your mistakes, learn from your failures, be better. Don't let it get to you.
Don't never let it get to you. But once you're old, you're like, why did I ever like get mad at that? That was just dumb. I could have just let it go. It wasn't that bad.
So let's do this. Let's think of one thing in your past that you wish didn't bother you as much. What would it be?
Probably when I messed up and I went really hard on myself, and I'm like, why did I messed up? I knew what I should have done,
Wait, what
but
are you
I
talking
didn't.
about? What is this?
Like in sports or like
No, we need a specific, real example.
um this one time or last year all the time after practice I'd be freaking out because I remember you tell me, oh, you should do better at this, and I felt like I was being criticized, even though I know just getting advice, just good advice that could have helped me. And I was like, oh, they're probably comparing me to other people, or I'm not as good as this person or that person, and I didn't do what they did, and probably could have done what they did, but I just didn't.
So do you think that as a parent, right? it would have been better for me not to have said anything at all?
No, I
Oh,
think it's
be honest. It's okay.
no. I am being honest. Like it would have hurt me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I messed up. Oh my goodness. But it's always good to speak up about something. So like, even when I don't take it that advice at the minute, I'm still gonna remember it one day and be like, oh, well, I can do this to get better at it. Like I do now. I take advice that from before and use it now.
So, do you think it'd be easier if I never said anything?
Now it would be a lot harder.
But be honest though.
I
Like, it's a.
am. And I'm like, what if you didn't say anything? You just be quiet. Then I'd honestly kind of feel like you weren't paying attention. Like if you
So
don't say
basically, you're
anything,
telling me no matter what I do, I'm in trouble.
yeah, I mean you're always gonna be in trouble.
So if I give you advice, I'm being too critical. If I don't give you advice, I'm not paying attention. So I can't win.
You're never gonna win.
All right. I guess I just have to accept that.
That's life.
That's the life of me and my 11-year-old, my mini me. So any closing words for those out there?
You guys all slay.
Okay. And on that note, we're
Oh,
out.
and so do I slay. I slay a lot.
Have
Bye.
a good night, everyone.
Bye.